All right, welcome to the Dr. Test Prep YouTube channel, where I help you be the best that you can be. And we are studying for the ASVAB AFQT. We are looking at AR. If you do not have the free book, please go to the growthmindset.com or growthmindsetcollaborative.org website and get the free book. If you think you need more practice questions, the details are at the end of this video. So as we are talking about 2.3, we are looking at decimals and percents. So as y'all know, I'm a teacher, so we're going to start basic and get harder. I'm at a beautiful campground in Texas right now. And thanks to this mic I got at Best Buy, you're not hearing the wind, the little things in life. So we're going to look at, I can convert fractions, decimals, and percents. I can do word problems with decimals and word problems with percents. So it does start easy. So if you already know decimals and percents, you might want to fast forward a little bit. See you soon. We're going to talk about converting fractions, decimals, and percents. These first problems are like you've never learned how to do it before. So if you already know how to do this, you can fast forward, but if not, an extra 4 or 5 minutes might help you out. So I use ChatGPT to help me come up with this graphic. It's not the most beautiful graphic, but in essence, when we are given a fraction, what we're going to be doing is we are going to do just division. So how many times can 4 go into 3, the denominator into the numerator? Then we get a decimal. Then we multiply by 100 to get the percent, or divide by 100 to go from percent to decimal. So we got this. So here we have 2/5 as our fraction. So 2 is what we're putting in what's called the dividend. 5 goes here. Now 5 can go into 2 0 times. 0 times 5 is 0. Then we're going to bring down our 2 and we bring down our 0. We're going to put a decimal point here. 5 can go into 24 times and it can go in evenly. So as a decimal, it's 0.4. Now, some of you know that you can take 2/5, multiply the top and bottom by 2. That'll give you 4/10, and 4/10 as a decimal is 0.4 or 4/10. But I'm showing it to you this way because sometimes they're not going to be easily going into 10. All right, now our next step to get to percent is we move the decimal point 2 places. That's the same thing as multiplying by 100. So 0.4 is actually 40%. And if you think about it, 0.40 is 40 cents. Percent is out of 100, 40 cents, 40%. Here, it's super easy to go to a percent. 1, 2, 75 cents, 75%. This way, it's a little bit harder. What I like to do is I like to take the 75 and here how there's 1, 2 decimal places, I put it over 100. And then I just keep reducing my fractions. Now, most of us know that there's quarters can make 75 cents, quarters can make $1. So we could divide the numerator and denominator by 25. Let's say you didn't know that. Well, then you can see that both of those numbers end in 5. So you could divide the numerator and denominator by 5. And you would get 15 over 20. And both of these are divisible by 5. So you would get 3/4. Or you can say 3/4 equals 75 cents, 4/4 equal $1. Same way. Here we've got 20%. So we go 2 points the other way and we get 0.2. We read this as 2/10. 2/10. We also could read it, if you left the 0 there, as 21/100. We would get the same thing. Okay? Both of these are divisible by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Both of these are divisible by 20, and we would get the same thing, 1/5. All right, taking a look here, we've got 1/4. 1/4 of $1 is 25 cents, 25%. But you also could go like this. 4 goes into 1 0 times. Bring down the 0. Subtract, we get 10. 4 goes into 10 2 times. So 2, we have to put our decimal point here because we had to add a 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Bring down the 2 and the 0. 4 goes into 25 times. So that's how we get our 0.25. Simple multiplication gives us 25%. Simple multiplication by 100 gives us 65%. Or we could put 65 over 100. And both of these are divisible by 5. 5 can go into 65 13 times. So, and 5 can go into 120 times. So there you go. But you won't have any questions like that. The questions you're going to have are more like this. So we're going to identify the decimals, what's the operation, writing our expression, solving it, and checking our answers. And we've got 2 problems here and then another 2 problems down here. But if you need more problems, the paid course at the end can help you out. And again, it's only $49 and half of the money goes to nonprofits, including $10 going to nonprofits that support soldiers and veterans. All right, focus. A mechanic charges $45 per hour plus a one-time fee of $20. So we've got $45.50 per hour plus a $20 service fee. Now, this isn't telling us the total number of hours. We have to figure out how much they get paid. So if the mechanic works 3.2 hours, what we're going to be doing is substituting that 3.2 right here and then adding 20. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to write 45.50 times 3.2. And notice how I have 1, 2, 3 decimal points. 1, 2, 3 decimal points. So I'm just going to put a *3 here because at the end of my multiplication, I have to go back the 3 decimal points. Now, some people teach you don't write the 0. I'm not going to show it to you that way because you might not be good at it. And this way will always work. And it only adds an extra 10 seconds of putting zeros. So 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10 again, carry the 1 is 11. 2 times 4 is 8, carry the 1 is 9. Now, because we're going to be multiplying by the 3, which is in the tens place, we have to put a 0 in the ones place so that it's like we're really multiplying by 30. So I've got 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus this one that we carried gives us 16, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus this one gives us 13. So then we add going down. Okay, if you are not good at your math facts, I keep saying multiplication panda, but learned it doesn't exist in a previous video. So find math games that are adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing that when you've got 5 or 10 minutes or you're streaming Netflix, you can practice those on top of your ASVAB AFQT practice. All right, now that we've gotten this information, remember we have 3 decimal points. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's my point. So they make $145.65. But here's the trick. That's just how much he makes per all the hours. This is where this would be one of the answers probably on your AFQT. Because they want it, it's called a distractor. They're trying to trick you. Remember, we still have to add this additional $20. So when we do that going down, we've got our best answer. All right, let's take a look at number 7. The worker earns $16.40 per hour plus a $35 bonus. And what happens if they work 7.5 hours? So this is one where some of you could do $16.40 times 7, half of $16.40, which is $8.20, and then add them up. If you understood what I meant, great. If you didn't, good, because I'm going to show you the long way to do it, which still always works. It's okay to spend time on questions because it gives you a better chance of you getting them right. So I'm going to put 1640 and 7.5. Whoops, put that in the wrong spot. 7.5. Okay, so again, we've got 1, 2, 3 decimal points that we're going to have to move. So we've got 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 2 gives me 32. 5 times 1 is 5, plus the 3 gives me 8. I'm going to change color so you can see my notations a little bit more easily. So we've got this 0 is a placeholder, and we put the 0 there because the 7 is in the tens place. So this 0 helps us know that we're multiplying by the tens now and not the ones, which it's technically the ones place because of the tenths, but just go with me. So 7 times this 0 is 0. 7 times 4 is 28, carry the 2. 7 times 6 is 42, plus this 2 gives me 44. Carry the 4. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. And then we add going down. 0, 0. This becomes 10, carry the 1. This becomes 13, carry the 1. And then we've got 2, and then 1. And then remember our 3 decimals. 1, 2, 3, $123. But that's not our answer because we got to account for this extra $35. So the dollars come down, and then we add going down, $158. All right. Oh, we got more percent problems. So we're doing percentages of part over whole, and then multiplying that way. So we've got an original jacket cost $85. Then it was reduced by 18%. And so we need to know what's left. Now there's 2 different ways that we can do it. One way is to do 100% minus 18%, and that tells us that there's 82% left, and we can multiply 85 by 82. If you didn't understand that, that's fine, because I'm not going to show you that way. I think the easiest way to do these problems is just to do it the longer algebraic way, because it just makes a lot more sense. If it was multiple choice, and the problems in the paid program do have multiple choice, you often can reduce your answers and use the answer choices to help you, but this is a teaching video, so I didn't do multiple choice. So anyway, we're going to start by doing 85 times 18%. And remember, 18% as a decimal is 0.18. So 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 8 is 64, and 8 is 68, placeholder. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 8 is 8. Add going down. 15, and then 2 decimal points makes it $15.30. So that's how much the discount is. So they're going to trick you because one of the answers will be $15.30, but you're not going to pick that answer because that's what this discount is. This question is saying, what's the price after the discount? So we have to make sure we pay attention to what the words say. So I've got, whoops, $85. It doesn't look like that, but that's what it is, minus the $15.30. So this is another thing. A lot of people start subtracting from the left, but we don't do that. We subtract from the right. 0 minus 0 is 0. We have to make this say 10, so that way we can subtract, but we have to borrow from over here and make this say 4. 10 minus 3 is 7. Bring down the decimal. We can't do 4 minus 5, so we have to borrow again and make this 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, so there you go. Our next problem says the population of a town is 24,000 people. 37% is under 18. How many people are under 18? So this one we don't have to do any subtraction because it's telling you 37% are under 18, and I want to know how many people those are. So I'm going to do 24,000, and there is a trick that you don't have to worry about all these zeros, but we're going to not do that trick because I don't want you to get it wrong. So it's easier just to write all the zeros if you don't know what you're doing. 7 times 0 is 0. All these zeros we're going to keep putting. Remember, 37% is 2 decimal places. And then 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 2 is 14. Add the 2. Let's switch colors. Now we're going to do it again. Here's my placeholder because I'm technically in the hundredths place or the tens place 3 times, but now I have to do these zeros. 3 times 0 is 0, 0, 0. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. and then we add going down. Interesting number. 2 decimal points tells us that 8,880 people are under the age of 18. We did it. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. The full course with another 700 questions and video answers is available at heydrtestprep.com for only $49 to get ready for the AFQT. Half of all proceeds support nonprofit initiatives with at least $10 of your purchase supporting troops and veterans. All right, bye guys. We got this.